Hola a los estudiantes de la clase de Español 111. In this video, we are going to learn how to ask somebody how they are feeling and also how to answer that question. Whenever you are asking somebody a question in Spanish, you always have to think that there are two possible situations. Either it is an informal situation or a formal situation. An informal situation is when you're talking to somebody in your family, to a friend, to somebody you know, or to somebody that you may not know, but they are more or less around your same age group. In that case, it's an informal situation. A formal situation is when you are talking to somebody who is older than you or more important than you. Maybe you are talking to the president of the university or something like that. In that case, we have a formal situation. And so the expression that you will use is going to be different in a formal situation and an informal situation. So when you want to ask somebody how they are feeling, how are you, and that kind of thing, and we are in an informal situation, with a friend or a family member or somebody you know, then you would say, ¿Cómo estás? Repitan conmigo. ¿Cómo estás? Another possibility would be to ask, ¿Qué tal? Repitan conmigo. ¿Qué tal? Here is how to write them. As you can see here, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué tal? Both of those mean how are you, and they are used in an informal situation. What you find below is what you would say in a formal situation. ¿Cómo está usted? Repitan conmigo. ¿Cómo está usted? Informal. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué tal? Formal. ¿Cómo está usted? Now, the answer, whether it's a formal or an informal situation, the answer is going to be the same. And you have 4 examples right there. You could say, Bien, gracias. Bien, of course, means well. Gracias significa thank you. Bien, gracias. Or you could say, Muy bien, gracias. Very well. Or you could say, Bastante bien, gracias. Quite well. O más o menos, gracias. That last one would mean something like more or less or so-so. Not feeling great, not feeling too bad. So here we go. Here are the possible answers. Bien, gracias. Muy bien, gracias. Bastante bien, gracias. Más o menos, gracias. And you always want to say gracias, thank you, because you want to be polite. Now, it is possible that after you respond to this question, you want to ask the person how they are feeling. Okay, so you could say, for example, Bien, gracias. And then you could ask again, ¿Cómo estás? O ¿Qué tal? In an informal situation. Or ¿Cómo está usted? In a formal situation. You could just repeat the question that you hear. But if you want to make it shorter, then you could simply say, for example, Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Meaning, and you, how are you? And you. ¿Y tú? That would be the informal version. Or you could also say, for example, Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? That would be the formal version. Remember that usted is the formal version of you. Tú is the informal version of you. So once again, please repeat after me. Repitan conmigo. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué tal? That's the informal question. ¿Cómo está usted? That's the formal question. And then the possible answers. Bien, gracias. Muy bien, gracias. Bastante bien, gracias. Más o menos, gracias. Now, to also ask the question to the person after you respond, you could say, ¿y tú? Informal. Or you could say, ¿y usted? Formal. Muchas gracias. We finish the video here. Se despide el profesor Antón García Fernández.